Blog Talk Radio.
And welcome to this week's segment of Live Without Limits. Today's show is titled, The Money is Not in the List. Why are we talking about this? Because we want to help you understand where it is that when you build your business online, that you do the most effective marketing. Instead of telling a story about how great your brand is, try telling a story that shows you completely understand and empathize with your customer and their life, said Lewis Howes. The money is not in the list. Email marketing is essential for every online business, regardless of the niche or category. In fact, it is my favorite channel of marketing online. Once you should use the experience, real and lasting success with your business. But I don't believe the money's in the list. I believe the money's in the community. A community of like-minded folks you cultivate, advocate for, educate, and nurture. It's a community of people whose trust you have earned, and in return, you value that trust. And what we mean by in the community and building trust is on your social media networks. When you post your articles, what you are doing is getting the people that follow you to know, like, and trust you. So many just send generic information out to random subscribers. Well, that will never pay the bills. Today, smart marketers build a relationship with each of their subscribers and understand what they need and what they are looking for, and then provide it in that email communication. Today, you need to communicate with your community in an animated and personal way if you want to reach your online marketing goals. And why is it important to understand how to reach your online marketing goals? Because what you want to do is know your community, know their pain. Your prospects and your customers want to know that you understand them well enough that they can almost see you as a friend. If you ever watch a show consistently and you get to know the actors, don't you feel like you're a friend of theirs, even though you've never met them? That if you would ever talk to them or ever do meet them, that you would be very familiar with them. They may not be with you, but it's a relationship that comes across on the screen. And you have to be able to develop that same kind of relationship with your customers online, that they know that you truly understand where they're coming from. Because remember the call letters, WIIFM, what's in it for me, that you need to, through your podcast, through your email marketing, that you literally can Give them a story that they can relate to so that they really understand that you know where they're coming from. 3 important reasons email marketing is so effective. Email marketing is known to be effective, and it's not just talk. Email marketing is still the single most effective form of marketing ever invented, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Why? Do you think every single business and company, including big movers and shakers like Amazon, require an email address to do business with you? They require it because they want to be able to connect to you directly. They want to market other products and services and collect important demographic and behavioral information from you so they can improve their offerings. It's really a win-win for both the business and the customer, and here are some main reasons why. And before I get into those main reasons on why email marketing is so important, let's look at Amazon. Let's look at the fact that they literally bought Whole Foods. Why? So they can do home delivery in the food industry. And I understand they're looking at going into the insurance industry. Why is Trump so down on Amazon? And I saw an article today on Google News time that sorry about that. I lost my connection to my show and had to reconnect. So let's see if we can pick up where we left off if no one has dropped off here while they were listening. And what I was saying is that I recently got something in the mail where I was to participate in a class action lawsuit. And I can either fill out the form and send it in by mail, which stamps I don't have because I very, very rarely use mail, or I could go online and fill out the form online. Well, guess what? I went online to fill out the form because it's cheaper and far easier. And this way I know they have it, and I got confirmation that they have it. So let's go back and let's talk about email and why it's the best form of business when it comes to reaching your customers. It's personal. Email addresses are special and personal to someone who gives you favors. Use it wisely. People hold their email addresses close to them at all times via their mobile devices. They check email often during the day, and yes, they still read, respond, and buy things due to emails sent. Plus, due to technological advances, you can personalize each message you send, making it even more personal. You can add value easily. When you have a targeted community, you can add value to the lives of your subscribers easily by sending them information that is important to them. Content marketing is not specific to blogs. Your content can be shared via email, directed toward your community about topics near and dear to them. It works like the Direct Marketing Association says, the return on investment on email marketing can be as large as 4,300%. Again, remember, your return on marketing when you send emails can be as high as 4,300%. With that kind of return on investment, why wouldn't every business owner take part? Well, smart marketers do. And according to a survey by Gigion Research, marketers say that email marketing is their digital workhorse. Email marketing can be very effective, but like race car driving, it's only as effective as the person behind the wheel. It's important to know how to use email marketing correctly to get these kinds of results. And it all starts by using email as an effective and responsible relationship building, understanding your community's needs. What is it your subscribers want? What are their biggest pains and worries? What keeps your community member up at night? When you can answer these questions, then you can take your email marketing to an entirely new level, because all you really need to be successful is an offer, a product, or a service that someone else wants enough to give you their money for it. It should be a product or service that can help take away their pain or solve a problem. But to do that, you first need to understand your audience well enough that you can offer the products and services that you want and need the most. It's real easy when you're selling medication and drug programs and pharmaceuticals, because especially in this day and age, because we are an aging community, because there was a larger group of people born during the baby boomer era than has ever been born and in the job market. Therefore, what is happening is that as that community is growing and getting older, you're seeing more need for medication, you're seeing more need in the healthcare industry. So if you understand that and you gear that towards that, then it's something that you as a marketer can build into a very successful business. But you know, also in that era of the baby boomers is people who use or have animals as companions. So what kind of products do you have that you can sell online and sell as an affiliate with Amazon or any company for that matter that deals with pet products that you can write articles about on a website and then send out those articles to your email list so that you know they have an opportunity to read it. Or even if you don't send out those articles, what you do is give them a link to your website where they can follow up and read those articles. But the idea is that you're getting in front of your customers and your prospects something that lets them know that you truly understand where they're coming from. And as I mentioned earlier, remember the call letters, WIIFM, what's in it for me, because that's what your customer's going to want to ask themselves, and you want to know what is their hot button that you can get them to buy right now. Because I was recently reading an article where it said or an infographic where it said you have three types of customers: those that are just looking, those that are researching for information, and then those who are ready to buy. And you need to reach that 2% that are ready to buy right now. Do your research. Before you send your first email, study your ideal audience so that you know what they want and need. Understand their pain points so that you can offer a real solution that will blow their socks away. Create buyer subscriber avatars. It helps for you to create buyer personas or avatars so that you know whom you're offering solutions for. Being able to focus clearly on a real person will help you not only attract the right people to your community, but you will also attract an amazing or be able to produce amazing content that you help create and offer to them. Create a targeted freebie. Once you've done your research and created subscriber avatars, you can create a freebie, a lead magnet for your audience that you amaze them so much that they'll not only want to sign up, but they will stay subscribed and become a very responsive to your offerings. After all, when your freebie is amazing, your community members can't wait to find out how great your paid offerings are. Now, I'm going to go back over this again because we're talking about a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is something that your customers want. And often, if you create a freebie, such as a download, a white paper, something that they want, because we're in the information age, and people are often looking for information and knowledge, but you have to be able to target it to your customers in a way that they will want to download it. Because when you give them something that's a freebie, then they will be wanting to give you their email address, and that is your goal. How are you going to get them to be willing to say, I want more information from you? Study your stats. Once you have people in your community, it's important to gather analytics to study. You will learn a lot by watching their behavior. How do they react to certain headlines? How do they respond to different actions and types of call to actions? Ask them directly. Once you have a community, you can ask them directly what they need and want via a survey. It's always a good idea to add some type of engagement to your community, whether it's inviting them to a private group on Facebook or asking them to simply respond to a question via email. Your audience will appreciate it. After all, everyone likes to offer their opinion. Then they will actually be more likely to open your email because their messages are interactive and not just one way. So let's study this. What are your stats? Have you ever done a survey? You got a company like SurveyMonkey that you can go on and you can put together several questions and use your autoresponder on your email list to send it out to them, to send them information that will have them wanting to talk to you, to let you know how good you're doing in reaching them and helping them understand their needs, and that you know their hot buttons, or there's always ways that you can pull it all together and really work it so that everything you do comes out exactly the way you want it to. By doing a good job with your research, tracking your results, and creating an interactive environment via email, you'll take your email marketing to the next level. You'll start to build true relationships with your community and your customers. Relationships pay off big time when it comes to marketing. And when you're online, the biggest thing you need to be aware of is marketing, is building a relationship. One of the things that Facebook does is they will send you weekly reports of how interactive you are with your fans or your other members on your website. Why is that important to understand? Simple reason. That when you build that relationship with them, then when you have a product to market, you will always be able to reach them. So in the last few minutes, what I want to do is reiterate some things. That the money is in the community. It's not just in the list. And a community of like-minded people that you cultivate and advocate for while you nurture that community. And it's a community of people whose trust you have earned. And in return, you value their trust. And how you show them that you value the trust that they have given you is in what you do with your list. Because too many times companies will get to the point that they're desperate to make extra money. So what do? They sell those lists. And then your email list gets bombarded by people who send them information that have nothing to do with you, and it looks like it comes from you. This way, what you have done is you've lost their trust. And then when you do send them something and you do have something that they can use, what happens? When you have broken their trust, you have to go back and rebuild that relationship from scratch. So remember, using an autoresponder is an important part of having an online business, and how you build that relationship over time increases your return on investment. And remember what the Direct Marketing Association says on return on investment on email marketing, that it can be as large as 4,300%. And with that kind of return on investment, why wouldn't every business owner take part in utilizing email marketing as a tool to grow their business? And I would like to remind you that you can go to my website, and that website is the #1 personalcareercoach.com. I also have one that's called The Best Mindset Ever. And what we do is work with you on changing your mindset, on building self-esteem, on increasing your knowledge on how you as an individual can not only increase your business, but also be your own worst enemy. And we offer both group and individual coaching that can help you expand on your business and your knowledge and help you become the best at what you're doing and learn how to grow that business to get it to the level that you want and take your income to the next level. And guess what? the next time I return, it will be the new year. So one of the last things I want to remind you in is you want to make 2018 your best year ever. And the best way to do that is to write out your mission statement or your action plan on how you're going to take your business to the next level when the new year starts.